Morning, children. Today let us learn about incomplete dominance. Here, the dominant allele fails to suppress or mask the recessive allele completely. So, for example, when you have studied about monohybrid cross, tall is dominant, dwarf is recessive. But the F1 generation, all plants are dominant. That means dominant allele suppressed the recessive one and expressed in the F1 generation. That is called complete dominance. Clear? But incomplete dominance is not seen in all the plants. It is seen in certain plants, namely Snapdragon and Antirrhinum. It is seen in case of Snapdragon and Antirrhinum. Here, some plants produce a red colored flower and others produced white colored flower. Clear? Some are producing red flowers and some plants are producing white colored flower. So normally we'll consider red is dominant and white is recessive. So which letter I have to use? Capital R, capital R. Initially scientists also felt that red is dominant and white is recessive. And it was first reported by a scientist, Correns. It was first reported by a scientist, Correns. So he considered red is dominant, white is recessive. So to denote red color, capital R is used. To denote white, small r he used. Now during gamete formation under homozygous condition, so gamete is haploid only 1 R. Here small r. Now after gametic fusion, which generation will be getting? First filial generation. F1 generation. All the plants to his surprise were of pink in color. Normally we expect which color? Red color. But to his surprise, all the plants were of pink in color. So it is intermediate between red and white. That means the dominant allele fails to suppress the recessive one and then an intermediate color is expressed in which generation? F1 generation. So the phenomenon is called as here incomplete dominance. Now when they self-crossed, the F1 generation plants, gamete formation, heterozygous, so two gametes, capital R, small r, here also capital R, small r. So during gamete fusion, capital R, small r, here again capital R, small r, small r, small r. So here when you are writing, first you should write a dominant allele followed by recessive allele. This is which generation? Second filial generation, F2 generation. In the F2 generation, phenotypic ratio is of, this is which color? Red. These two are pink and this is white. This is of red in color. These two are of pink in color and this is of white in color. So phenotypic ratio 1 red, 2 pink and 1 white. Now let us pass on to genotypic ratio. That is also same, 1 red, 2 pink and 1 white. So in a incomplete dominance, both phenotypic and genotypic ratio is of 1:2, 2:1. F1 generation is intermediate between the parents. Now a question arises, why we should not call this one as a blending type of inheritance? So what is blending? Blending means mixing of. Blending means what? Mixing. If red and white color, if you mix, which color will get? Pink. But this cannot be called as a blending type of inheritance. Why it is not blending? If blending occurred, then in the F2 generation, all should be of pink in color. But in reality, we are getting 1:2:1 ratio. So incomplete dominance is not a blending type, but here the dominant allele fails to mask or fails to suppress the recessive allele completely. Which plan it is seen? It is seen in case of Snapdragon and Antirrhinum. Thank you.